What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to do a playthrough of Hadrian's Wall from Garphill Games. Now, Garphill Games was kind enough to send us this copy for us to enjoy and review and really just have a lot of fun with it. And boy, have we had a lot of fun with this game. So we decided to do a playthrough and show you how it plays. We're going to do a solo playthrough. We're not going to explain the rules in too much detail. In fact, if you want to learn the rules for Hadrian's Wall, I highly recommend you watch the Meeple University video on this game, and I'll put the link down below. They do a fantastic job of explaining all types of games, and they did a real good rules explanation for this one. At least way better than I can explain it. One of the reasons I wanted to do a playthrough of Hadrian's Wall is, upon first look, this game looks intimidating. I mean, just look at these. It's a flip and write, right? So normally a flip and write, you have cards and you have a pad, but here you have two pads, and not just any pad. I mean, look at these sheets. They're full of stuff. So in order to kind of break down the walls, I decided let's do a playthrough and just show that the game is not really that complicated. But you know what? It would be kind of boring if you saw me do this playthrough. So you're not going to watch me play Hadrian's Wall. You're going to watch her play Hadrian's Wall. So the idea is, if a 10-year-old can play this game, you can play this game. All right, so that's all the talking I'm going to do. Let's just turn it over to Sydney, and she's going to play Hadrian's Wall on medium difficulty.
Okay, so I'm going to be playing Hadrian's Wall on medium, and we're just going to see how it goes. So let's get started. So the first thing you do for each year is you grab one fate card, and you take all the meeples and resources that are on that card. So for this year, I'll get 1 soldier, 2 builders, 3 servants, 1 civilian, and 1 resource. And each year it'll be different. So that's for that year. And you also take from the resource production. So you get 1 resource per circle each year. So that gives me 1 extra resource. Okay, so I'm ready to get started. But before I move up on the wall or the city, I have to draw 2 of these cards. And they are path cards. So you can choose either one of these, and they're kind of like objectives for the end of the game. So what I'm going to choose is, I'm going to choose completed wall sections. So this will be my path. And this will be my prospect card. So for these, you just take whatever resource or meeple there is there. So I take 2 more resources. And when you're playing solo, you draw 1 for each of these players, and you can use either one of these numbers or your own at the market. Okay, so now I'm ready to get started, and let's just get into this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move up on the fort twice with 1 soldier and 1 builder. 1, 2, and this little thing means that I can move up now. I can build the medium granary. So I think I am going to do that because that lets me go in the middle section. So that will be really helpful. I like to get that out of the way in the beginning of the game. So I'm just going to fill this in, and now I can build in the middle section. Okay, so now I'm going to move up on, I think I'm going to use these 2 servants, and I'm going to move up on the mining and foresting. And what this little tool does is it lets me move up again on the resource production, and you already know what that does. And it also gives me 1 extra resource. Now the last thing I will do with the wall part is I will get 3 of these resources, and move up 3 times. So this you have to go left to right. So here, 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 and so on. So you can't just move up from here to here. You get what I mean. So that gives me 1 civilian, and this and civilians let me move up on the city. So I think I'm gonna move up twice on the green track. I don't really know how to pronounce that, but I'm gonna move up here, and that gives me 1 builder. So as you can see, it's kind of like a big chain reaction. So now I'm going to go up on the training grounds, and you put whatever year it is. So this year is year 1, and you put that where the little hashtag is, because you can only do 1 training per year. So this sword lets me move up on the wall guard. So now I get a shield, and these shields let me upgrade these cohorts. So these cohorts, the farther up you are, helps you to defend against attacks. So I think I'm just going to move up on the right cohort. I don't really know what to do, but that's just where I'm going to move. So I think that's it. I can't do anything with this resource, so I just discard it. And now we go to the end of the year. The last thing you do in the year. So what you do is you look here, and whatever difficulty you're using. So I'm using medium. So that would be the yellow flag. So for this one, I draw 1 fate card. Oh no, it's the center. And I moved up on the right, but so that means that I take 1 hit on the center cohort. And what you do when you take hits is you move up on this disdain track. And these are minus points at the end of the game. So I definitely want to get rid of those. And we'll see how that works later. Okay, so that's year 1, and now you just do the whole thing over again. So I'm just going to discard all this stuff, and we'll see you on year 2. Okay, so now it's year 2, and you just do the same things. So for the first part of the year, you always just draw 1 card. So this time I get 2 soldiers, 2 builders, 2 servants, 1 civilian, and 3 resources because of my resource production. If you add that to this, that's 3. So that's that part. And now I draw my 2 path cards. So I think for this one, I'm going to choose completed citizen tracks. So I'm going to put this here. So that's my path card, and this is my prospect card. So now I get a civilian and a resource. So now I'm ready to move up on the city and the wall. So let's get started with year 2. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move up 2 times again on the fort. So 1, 2, that unlocks the small hotel. So this gives me a civilian per year. So I get a civilian right now because of that. And I will now move up on the wall and the city. But right now I can only move up to the wall. So let's just do that. So I gain 1 civilian. And here, this little symbol is these tracks. So there's different symbols for different tracks. So if you look, there's different symbols all around. So whatever symbol it has, you move up a certain amount of times on that track. So this is only one of those symbols, so I only move up once on the renown track. And I also get a shield. So I will move up on the center cohort. Okay, so now I'm done with that. Now I will use this soldier on the wall guard, and see, here's another symbol. Here's the blue one, which is discipline. And different tracks give you different meeples. So this one civilian, this one servant, and so on. So now I will take 2 of these servants, move up on the mining and foresting. 1, 2. Now with this builder, I will go back to the training grounds and put year 2 because it's year 2. And now I get another shield and I will move up on the left cohort. Now I move to the city because all I have are civilians. So I am going to move up on the green track. Again, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll move up there. And that lets me build the baths. So for this I need 2 servants, 1 builder, and 2 resources. I don't have the builders or servants, so I can't build that right now. But what I will do is I will move up on the patricians. So I'm going to move here. I get 1 resource. And I think I will move up again. So now I'm at 2. And now I will spend 1 soldier over here at the scout columns. So over here, what you can do is once you got to that certain point on the patricians track, you can pay 1 soldier, cross out one of these, and you can put a pattern of any of the patterns that are out here. So this one, or this one. I think I'm going to go with mine, and I'm going to fill in that, and that. So that gives me 1 resource and 1 servant. And if you're going to go on a different player's pattern, you have to pay them the soldier. Same thing with the market, you pay them the resource. But right now, what I'm going to do is with this servant, I'm going to move up again on the mining and foresting, and since I already built the medium granary, I can move there. So just going to fill in this and get another resource. Now what I will do is I will move up on the performers track. So I think I'll just move up once, and that gives me a builder. With this builder, I'll move up on the fort so I can move on the wall and the city. So now I will use these 2 resources on the wall and the city. So I can move here and here. That gives me another citizen. Now I think I will move up. I'll move up again on the green track. I'll move up twice. That gives me a discipline and a builder. With this builder, I'll move up again on the fort. That gives me 1 civilian. Now I'll use this resource on the wall. And with this civilian, I will move up on, might as well just go for the green one again. So that gives me a discipline and another builder. And the reason why I'm moving up so much on this track is so that way I can complete citizen tracks, so I can move up on that path card. So now that I did that, I moved up on the discipline and I got that builder, and now I can move up again on the fort. Move up again on the fort, and that gives me another discipline. And with this resource, I will go to the wall, and I get a shield, and I'll move up on the left cohort. So that's year 2, and now we draw fate cards. So I draw 2 fate cards. Okay. Yes, I'm safe. So I got the center cohort once and the left cohort once. And I'm safe there because I protected those cohorts. So those are the cards. And that's year 2. Move up to year 3. these are the path cards that I got. So I think I'm going to do the completed scout columns. This one should be easy. I kind of like this one because this moves up pretty fast and it gives you a lot of stuff. So now I get one soldier, and these, I draw the cards for these. Oh, that's upside down. Okay, that's done. Now we move to year 2 of 3. Oh, but before I forget, I need to draw this fate card for some, where did this come from? Now I get these, so I get 2 soldiers, 2 builders, 3 servants, 1 civilian, and 3 resources. Don't mind me just messing with those. I just realized that that soldier was from the prospect card, so I get that back. So now we can move up on the wall in the city, and let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move up on the fort, because that does a lot. So I'm going to move up 3 times, and I like to leave at least one of each of the builders and the soldiers. So I move up 3 times, civilian, I unlock the roads and another civilian. So I get 2 civilians. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the baths, because those are really helpful. So I pay 2 servants, 1 builder, and 2 resources. So get rid of these. And now I built the baths. This gives me 1 renown. So with these, I can get rid of disdain, and that's really helpful because without this, you can't fill in any disdain, so you'll just get minus points. So now I'm gonna use this resource to move up here. This is year 1. Okay, year 1, because you can only do 2 bribes per year. So that's year 1, and I will fill in this little disdain bubble, I guess you could call it. Now with this soldier, I'll move up on the wall guard, and with this servant, I will move up on the mining and foresting. Now I'm left with 3 of these citizens. So I'm going to use all 3 of them actually on the green track, so that way I can finish this track. So that gives me 1 soldier, 1 discipline, and 1 builder. With this builder, I'm going to move up on the training grounds. Year 3, move up wall guard, discipline, so that gives me another builder. With this builder, I'm going to move up on the fort. And with this soldier, I'm going to move up on the wall guard, and I will upgrade the right cohort. So that's year 3. Now we draw fate cards. So I draw 4 of them. Oh no, I'm not happy about this one. I don't think this is gonna go well. Okay. 1 on the left, 1 on the center, another 1 on the left, so that's 2 on the left. So I get 1 disdain because the center cohort gets 1 attack. I wish I would have gone on the center. I had a feeling I should have done that. But anyways, I get 1 disdain, and what you do is when you don't get any hits, or at least not all of the hits, you subtract the amount of hits that you got from this little gray flag. So I got 1 hit, so 2 minus 1 is 1. So however many you have left, you move up on the valor track. And I can't forget about this disdain, sadly. And I just realized that last round I didn't get a hit, and I forgot to put 1 on the valor, so I have 2 valor. So yeah, that's year 3. Now we move on to year 4. Okay, I draw 2. I think I will do the, ooh, this is hard, but I think I might go with final disdain, because it's pretty easy to get rid of disdain. So I think I'll go with this one. So this is my prospect, this is my path, and I get 1 soldier and 1 civilian, or 1 builder and 1 civilian. Now we draw the fate card, and it is this one. So I get 1 soldier, 2 builders, 3 servants, and 1 resource, and 3 more resources because of my resource protection. So just discard that card. And what I will do now is just move up here. Oh, and before I forget, I need to draw 1 for each of these guys. So those are the little things that it has. Okay, so now I can move on the wall and city. So let's get started with year 4. So I think I'm just going to get it out of the way already. I'm going to, actually no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up on the wall in the city with 4 of these resources. Oh, I will keep 1, so I'll move up 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, that gives me a civilian, a renown, which gives me another civilian. I don't know if I need all these, but never too bad to have too many. And I get another shield, so I'm going to upgrade the center cohort. So that is the wall in the city, and the reason I kept the resource is so that way I can build the theater. So the theater is really good. What you can do is get all these things, and all you have to do is pay 1 resource. And I just realized I should have kept 1 resource, but I might as well just build the theater right now. So here I will get rid of 1 resource, 1 servant, and 1 builder. So I built the theater, and I get another renown. I'm moving up pretty fast on that renown track. And now I will move up on the patricians. I will pay 2 civilians, and I'll go 1, 2, and that gives me a soldier and 1 other renown. And the reason why I moved up there is so that way I can move up on the scout track. Now I will pay that and cross that out. And I think I will use this pattern, my own pattern. And the thing you can do with your patterns is you can move them around in any way. So I'm going to flip this one, and I'm going to do it like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives me 1 servant. Now with this civilian, I'll move up on the patricians again so I can complete another citizen track. That gives me a resource. With this resource, I think I'm going to move up on the wall. So, actually, forget I did that because I can use this resource for the theater. So I put year 4, and this gives me 1 of these little symbols. And if you look, you can use one of these symbols or a civilian. So this symbol is for the traders. So I get to move up on the traders without paying a civilian. So that gives me a servant, and now with this soldier, I think I'm gonna move up again on the scout column because I'm at level 5. And I want to complete these columns because of this path card. So now maybe I'll pay it to one of these other things. So I think I'll pay it to, you know what, no, because if I do that, then I have to draw another fate card, and it's not looking too good for me on these fate cards. So maybe I'll just use my own. So I think I'll flip it around, and I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. I get a resource, and I'll move up again on the sippy. I get a civilian. Let's see. I think I'll move up on the patricians again. That gives me a renown, which gives me another citizen. And with that citizen, I'll move up again on the patricians, which gives me a soldier. I think I will, I'll just move up on the wall guard. That gives me nothing, sadly, but it'll get me closer to these shields, which is good. I'll move up on the training grounds, and I'll move up again on the wall guard. So that gives me 1 discipline. So now I will go on the fort. Gives me another civilian. Move up on the patricians. Renown. I will now use all these servants. So that's 4 of them in total. I'll move up on the mining and foresting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives me 1 resource production and 1 resource. And I'm glad I got that resource because I want to move on the baths. So this is year 4. So I'll mark that off, and I will fill in this disdain. And I just realized that I can't move here on the mining and foresting because I haven't done the large granary. So I'll just take that servant back and forget I did that. Which means that I have an extra servant, and I think I don't think I can do anything with it, so that's it. So that's year 4. Now I draw fate cards. And I also just realized I'm making a lot of mistakes, but I think that's just a part of learning. So I forgot that I shouldn't have gone there, which means I shouldn't have gone there, so I'm right here on it. So I'm here, not here. So maybe I'll just get rid of one of these patricians, which gets rid of 1 renown, but it's not that big of a deal. So just forget I did that. Let's move to the fate cards. So I draw 6 of them. Oh, this is not going to be good. Oh no. It better be exactly what I want it to be, because I have 6 of these, but it has to be exactly right. Okay. 1 right, 2 right. 1 left, 1 center, 2 left, and 3 right, which means I get another disdain. I'm gonna have to be going to the baths a lot. Okay, that was not good. And also, since I only took one hit, I also have to gain Valor. So I subtract 3 minus 1, which is 2, so I gain 2 Valor. And that gives me a soldier. So now I draw a fate card for my resources. So this gives me 1 soldier, 2 builders, 3 servants, 1 civilian, and 1 resource, and 4 more resources from there. And before I forget to tell you, these little meeples that you get from these tracks, you can keep for another round, unlike other ones where you have to discard if you don't use them. So now I draw path cards. So I take 2, and I think I'll choose resource production. I usually choose this one because it's pretty easy. So I put that there, and I gain 1 servant and 1 resource. So now I draw a card for each of these. And now what I will do is I will build a large granary. So it takes 1 servant, 1 builder, and 2 resources. Get rid of those. And what this means is that I can move up once on the renown track. So I gain this one back that I shouldn't have gotten before. And now I'm going to get back this civilian that I should have gotten before. Get rid of that and go on the patricians that I should have gotten before and move up on the renown track. Now I think I will move up on the wall. This gives me another renown, which gives me a citizen, and I can move up. I can upgrade one of these cohorts. Something you can do is you can look through these, which I will do now, and I can see which one has been attacked the least, which probably means it'll come out more since it hasn't come out as much. So I'm just gonna look through this, and from the looks of it, the center hasn't come out that much. So I think I'm gonna upgrade my center cohort, and that gives me 1 discipline. Now I'm gonna move up on the baths. So I pay 2 resources. This is year 5. And I'm gonna fill in this disdain. I do not want those, especially because I have this final disdain path card. Now what I'll do is I will get back this mining and foresting part that I should have gotten before. Now I will use these 2 soldiers and go 1, 2 on the fort. And this gives me a disdain, which gives me a builder. And it also gives me a shield. I will move up on the left cohort, and that gives me another discipline. Now I think I'll move up twice more on the mining and foresting so I can get the resource production and another resource, which is good. So this gives me a resource, and I think what I'll do with this is I will move up twice on the performers. 1, 2, gives me another one of these, and I'll use that for this. And I get to go to the theater, pay 1 resource, put year 5, and I get 1 more discipline and a soldier. With this soldier, I'll move up here get a shield. I'll do the right cohorts, so everything is even. So now I get another builder. I'm left with all builders now. So I think what I'll do is I'll move up 3 times here. So 1, 2, 3. So that way I can get 1 civilian. So I can move up on the patricians and fill this track. So this gives me a resource, and with this resource, I'll go here, and that's year 5. Time to draw fate cards. I have to draw 8. This is not gonna be good. Oh no. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just feeling it, it's a lot of them. This is not good. Okay, 1 left, 1 right, 2 right, 2 left, 1 center, 3 left, 1 center, 1 right. I am safe! Yes! I don't get any disdain, so I get 3 valor. That is amazing, and I'm very happy. I finally don't get any disdain. How often does that happen? Not very often, because I am not the best at this game, but I'm happy. Okay, so year 6. This, I don't have the best feeling about it, because I just realized I've kind of been ignoring these path cards, but they're not the only way to score, so I guess it'll be fine, hopefully. So let's just get year 6 started, which is also the last year. I am nervous about this, and I do not think this is going to go well, but let's just get started. So draw a fate card. So this is 2 builders, 2 soldiers, 2 builders, 1 servant, 1 citizen, and 2 resources, and 5 more resources from there. So that's a lot of resources. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these. I guess I can move up a lot on the wall, which can be really good. I've done it once, and it was really good. So let's just get started. So now I draw path cards. So it's between large buildings and filled temples, none of which I have done yet. But I think the filled temples will be easier because I only have to do 1 to get 1 victory point. But for the engineer, I have to get 2 for 1 victory point. So I think I'm going to go with the filled temples. So that's my path, and this is my prospect card. So I get 1 builder and 1 resource. I'm excited for moving up on the wall in the city because that is going to be really good, especially for shields. So let's get started. So I'm going to move up on the fort. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll move up 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have finished the fort track. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives me 2 citizens, 1 discipline, and 1 shield. I will upgrade the center cohort. Now, I'm gonna wait on this wall in the city, just so that way I can get all of the resources at the end and just do it all, which will be really satisfying. So now I will pay 1 servant, and I move up on the mining and foresting, and I finish the mining and foresting actually. So now I go up once on the resource production, and I get 1 resource. Okay, so now I will move up on the wall guard 1 and use this builder on the training grounds. Year 6, So I get to move up again on the wall guard, which gives me a discipline. So I'm almost at 15, and what happens when you get there is you build this right here. That is a landmark. So you can build any of these, but it has to be the one of that track. So if I do get to the discipline on 15 and I get to build a landmark, I have to do the statue because that's the one with the discipline little symbol thing, which is not bad. So I'm gonna try to get that. So now I'm left with 3 citizens. So I will move up on the, I think I'll move up on the priests, so that way I can do the, oh, forgot about the temples. So I'm not gonna be able to do this one because I completely forgot about the temples. I'm not gonna be able to build them. So we could just forget about the priests, I guess, because I can't really do much else with that since I can't build. So let's move up on the performers. Might as well. 1, 2, 3. That gives me 1 soldier. And with this soldier, I'll move up on the wall guard, which gives me another shield. I think I'll move up on the left cohort. And this is going to be the good part. So, count up all these resources and move up that amount of times on the wall in the city. So this is going to be really satisfying. So if you're looking away, you should look. Look at your screen and watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I get to move up 9 times. That's a lot. Not as much as last time though, surprisingly. Last time we moved up 11 times, but this is a different game. Even though I wish I could move up 11 times, but we'll forget about that. So 1, 2, just so I can keep track, I'll get my stuff now. And I'll move up on the right cohort. 3, here, move up on the valley. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost at the end of the wall, which is really sad because I wish I could have gotten to the end of it, but I didn't. What I'm going to do with this soldier is I'm going to move up over here on the scout track, and I'm going to use my own. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 1 resource, which lets me move up again on the wall. And now I have 4 citizens. I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way I can get another resource. So, ooh, I could do that, or I can move up on the performers, which lets me finish another citizen track. But no, because that doesn't let me go to forward, which doesn't give me 2 points. So I'm just going to move up on the traders. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 1 builder and 1 resource. Ooh, what can I do with this builder? Can I get a resource? Can I get a resource? I don't think so. Man, I got so close to finishing the wall. So I finished the city, but not the wall. I'm 1 away. That is really sad. I am crying on the inside. I got so close. that is your cue for sad music. Okay, well, I guess I have to get rid of this builder. I'm so sad I'm forgetting my words. And I think that's it for year 6. Okay, this is the last time I get to, well, I'm saying that like it's a good thing. This is the last time I have to draw fate cards. And I draw 10 of them. Oh no, I am worried, but I do have a lot on the cohorts, so I think I should be safe, hopefully. 1, 2, dramatic music. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 1 left, 1 center, 2 left, 1 right, 2 right, 3 right, 4 right, 2 center, 3 left, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right. I am safe! Yes! So here I have 5, 3, nothing, 5, 2, nothing, 5, 5, which was really close, but I am safe. Yes. Okay, I am safe. Okay. So I get 4 valor because I didn't get any disdain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now is scoring. I am a little worried about this part. I feel like I've missed quite a lot, but let's just go. And I'm still sad about this wall. But anyways, all we do is we go here and we just total up the renown track, piety, valor, and discipline. So I haven't moved up any on the piety, so I'm not going to score any there. And then I score path cards and disdain minus points. Okay, so let's get started. So what you do is you just look here. So here I have this X. You go down, and however many points there are there, that's how many you score. So here I score 12 points for the renown. Okay, now 0 for the piety, 14 for the valor, and 14 for the discipline. And now we do path cards. So let's go with this one. Completed wall sections. This is why I'm sad about this wall, because I got so close to having all 3 sections completed, but I didn't. I'm really sad about that, so I only get 2 victory points. So let's just make a little thing here. So this is the 2 victory points. Completed citizen tracks. I have 2, which gives me 1 point. So these are the 1 point cards. Completed scout columns. I completed 2 columns, so I only get 1. So what happens if you're in the middle is you just go to the least amount of points. So I only scored 2, so I was almost at 3, but I didn't quite get there. So I only scored 1 point. Final disdain, 0, which gives me 3 points. Here's how you see. Resource production, I got to 6, which gives me 2 victory points. And fill temple, 0, so let's just forget about this one. Okay, so now we score these. So here's 1, 2, 4, 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So I score 9 for the path cards, and 0 minus points because I don't have any disdain. So now we total up all these points, and here's my final score. Okay, let me just fix this 9. Okay, so let's just do some math. Okay, so we do 12 plus 14, that is 26. And 26 plus 14 would be 36, 40. I scored 49 points. And that is all for this playthrough. So I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we upload videos. So if I can play Hadrian's Wall, you can play Hadrian's Wall. So that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next one.